Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Now in today's video, we're going to be looking at home office technology or technology that's going to suit either if you're in school from home or working from home and you find yourself sitting for any period of time. Even if you have a sit-stand desk and you spend some time sitting, you'll want to check out this video because today we're going to take a look at the NEWTRAL ergonomic chair. And this is a chair that reduces, check this out, up to 50% of the pressure in your lower back and gives you neck support, back support. It's a super comfortable chair. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now, before we take a closer look at the chair, I just wanted to highlight some of the features that I find really important. First of all, this chair has a lot of flexibility when it comes to adjustability. Your armrests go up and down, they go forward, they go back, and they also have really nice support, meaning that it's not a hard material that is going to cause some pressure here in your arm when you're resting. Again, fully adjustable. The fact is that also it has this adaptable, almost like shock absorber technology that's going to adapt for lower back support. So it literally has like this piston that you adjust and you crank the tension that's going to place the right amount of pressure, in this case support, so that when you're sitting in your chair, you have a comfortable experience. You do have aluminum alloy base, so that means that it's going to be durable and it's going to support, your body weight. The other thing that you have is I find it cool. It has a footrest. Yeah. So basically, imagine how many times do you lean back in your chair and you try to stretch and say, boy, I just like to extend myself a little bit more. Well, this has an extendable, I would say, foot support area, leg support area, where you can extend your feet as well, which is also something that I find extremely comfortable. Now, the chair itself also has a headrest support, which you're going to see as well. And then it also has kind of some of the standard things where you can raise it up, you can raise it down. And it's made out of a ultra breathable mesh material, which means you're not going to overheat when sitting in this chair. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. We'll sit in it. We'll talk about all the features. And you'll see why you may want to pick up this as your next office, home office, school office. If you're at home and you need a chair, this may be it. We're going to check it out. So guys, the NEWTRAL ergonomic chair is going to reduce back pressure by 50%. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to turn the chair to the side so that you can see kind of where like the magic happens. And it's all in this system that you see right here that is going to, it's almost like a shock absorber, right? That's pushing back. I'm going to sit back onto the chair and you can see how this area right here, as you can see right here, is actually providing support to my lower back. And this is where you're going to find that it's supporting your spine and reducing pressure by 50%. So the other thing that the chair has is the ability for you to make these adjustments on the side. It has two adjustment buttons that I'm going to just grab right here. One, you can turn left and right. The other one, you can move forward and back. So this is going to allow you to adjust how you would like to have the arm support there. I'm going to turn around so that you can see the back of the chair. And one of the nice things about the chair also is that it has this neck or head support. And you can see how it covers this part of my head right here. And this also is great because sometimes you may be leaning too far forward, sometimes you're leaning too far back, and you may get some neck pain. And this support right here is really nice, and it gives you that real nice support so you can lean back. You'll notice that as I turn around right here, this is what it kind of looks like when I'm putting the pressure back, and I'll come forward again. Now, you do have the ability to raise these arms as well. So I'm going to turn this way, and then you can do this if you'd like. Right? So if you'd like it higher up, or if you just want to bring it to a specific area where you feel comfortable with, you can go ahead and adjust that. I think that's kind of like the place for me as I'm typing, and then I can come back to it. Everything on the chair is pretty smooth. As I rotate, there's no noise. It's super duper quiet, and it rotates nicely. You can see how easy that rotates. You do have the ability to adjust on the side, so you have some controls here on the side that are going to allow you to work with the height to adjust it so that you have the right height for your body. Now, the material also is made out of a very breathy fabric material, so you're not going to experience any overheating. And as I turn around again so that you can see the back, you'll see that it's almost like transparent. You can almost see through the actual material itself because of how light it is and how it supports you. And that was done by design. One of the things that if you're sitting for a long period of time that you'll find is that things can get a little uncomfortable and a little bit warm, right? And in this case, I don't experience that whatsoever with this chair. Now, the bottom portion, the seat area,
is not as, I would say, light as what you see with the material that you see supporting my back and also neck all the way up to my head. It is of a traditional fabric. It does have some foam in it. I'd put it kind of like in the memory foam category. It is, but not to the point where when you get off of it, you kind of can see your bottom kind of embedded in the chair. You're not going to see that. But it does give you some good support, and it doesn't feel like you're sitting on a rock or you're going to get any pressure. So the one other thing that is really cool about this, and what we're going to do is we're going to switch angles in a second, is that it does have a built-in footrest, and I really like that. The ability to be able to raise your feet up is super cool. Now this is the area that for me is a game changer. Now I have a sit-stand desk and I spend most of my time in my sitting position, actually in my standing position half of the day, and then I go into my sitting position for the rest of the day. So I'm just going to reach under and I'm going to pull this out. And at first it looks like you want to put your feet right here. And that's what I thought. I said, ooh, it feels like I'm a little boy. Not that case. What you do is you flip this over, and once you flip this over, this is where it gets really nice. Then you put your legs just like that. Now, this is comfortable. This is really comfortable. So as you have your back supported, you basically have now your legs are risen, and it just changes the way, I would say, that you experience sitting down and working. It's very nice. All right. So now, can we get a closer look to this right here?
How would you do that?
No, is it, can you see it?
I see it.
Okay, we don't have to, I can zoom in afterwards.
Oh, you can zoom in afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. Now, for those of you who are really curious about the leg support mechanism, let's just focus on that for a second. So this is how it works. Basically, it has this mechanism here that rotates, right? And when you're done with it, you put it back like this and you push in, right? And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to take it out, I'm going to flip it this way, and then you're set to go. That's the cool part of this chair. Just like the way that works. And it's not noisy, it just slides in, it's quiet, and again, there's no friction as you're moving it forward or back. Now another thing that you can do to support your back is there's a knob right here, and this knob is going to do one of two things. One is it's going to keep it in a locked position if you want to have fixed support. The other, if you turn it this way, now what you have is almost like a shock absorber, right? So as you move, this is going to be supporting you. Now on the back, it was almost like when I was turning around, you might have been asking yourself, like, what's this, right? This is kind of like, it's almost like a dial. And what it does is it supports the actual tension that this mechanism has, this spring system that's right here. So you can make it either very loose or you can make it more taut so that as you're putting pressure on it, and you can see right here in this angle, as I'm moving it, see how that moves? What you can do is you can adjust it so that it doesn't move as easily. So as you start going into that specific direction, it becomes a little bit stiffer and a little bit harder for you to move in. Or you can actually loosen it up so that it moves in and out really easy. So guys, that wraps up our review of the NEWTRAL ergonomic chair. See you in the next video.